Hello and welcome to episode 17 of Screen Facts with Jason Davis, joined once again by my sensational wife, Sue.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. How's that? Is that a good adjective?
That's a great adjective.
So before we talk about the movie today, I just want to give you a heads up that we are going to be taking a week off for vacation.
Yay us!
Yay us, yes. There will not be an episode of Screen Facts with Jason Davis next week, but we will return on Wednesday, August 26th with a brand new episode. So please miss us while we're gone.
We'll miss you too.
We will return with a brand new episode August 26th. But in the meantime, hang out now with us because we are going to talk about, appropriately enough, National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yeah!
Not to be confused with the Vacation that is currently in theaters.
No.
Which is kind of a reboot of this. This
That's
is the original movie that came out July 29th, 1983, directed by Harold Ramis, written by John Hughes, based on the article Vacation 58, as in the year 1958, that was written by Hughes for the September 1979 issue of National Lampoon.
Remember National Lampoon? That was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, they were Saturday Night Live before Saturday Night Live.
That's right.
I mean, and a lot of brilliant people came out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So this film has an amazing cast.
Yes, it does. It has Chevy Chase,
Gotta love him.
Beverly D'Angelo,
Great together with Chevy Chase.
Anthony Michael Hall. I love him.
I'm pretty sure this was his film debut.
I was wondering. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
If it wasn't his first film, it was definitely the first movie that most people remember him in.
Yeah. Yeah. And also Dana Barron.
Mm-hmm.
Imogene Coca, who I love.
Legendary.
And Randy Quaid.
Who is so amazing in this movie.
Oh my gosh, Cousin Eddie. He's a favorite. Total favorite. It's also the film debut of Jane Krakowski.
Yes.
Now, she plays Randy Quaid's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little fun fact about Jane Krakowski.
I'm going to guess that you're going to say she's from New Jersey.
Yes! And?
You went to school with her?
No, never met her. Love her,
Okay.
but never met her. No, she's a theater kid.
Oh, okay.
From way back when in Jersey. Her
Okay.
mom, I believe, was hugely connected with, if not the president of the Barn Theater up in Montville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if her mom's still active with what she's been doing or not, but I know that Jane has a lot of stage experience, too.
Yeah, and she's obviously gone on to a lot of great things. She was on 30 Rock, and now currently can be seen on the Netflix series Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. That series, you got to check it out if you haven't already.
We love that series.
Eugene Levy and John Candy have small parts in the movie as well. They had worked with Harold Ramis at SCTV, which was Canada's version of Saturday Night Live. Candy was actually paid $1 million for his appearance in this movie.
Huh, considering it's not a huge part.
Not at all. In fact, it almost wasn't a part at all.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Hold that thought.
Okay, so estimated budget of $15 million. It ended up grossing $61.4 million in the U.S.
Premiere voted this movie as one of the 50 greatest comedies of all time in 2006.
I'll go along with that.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know what's great about this movie? I was thinking about this when we were walking the dog before. We were getting ready to sit down and record the podcast. And so we walked the dog first. And I'm walking down the street, and in my head, I have the theme song, The Holiday Road, which is Lindsey Buckingham. And anytime I watch this movie, I put it on, that song comes on, I'm happy immediately.
Yes.
It just makes you happy immediately.
Yep.
It's such fun. And the cool thing about the opening credits, too, is they have all those cool postcard pictures.
Right.
Very
Gatorland and
all
all those
that.
cool things from all over the country.
Yeah.
And actually, when we were watching it, remember I said, I wonder how many of these still exist.
Yeah.
And then they showed Lucy, the elephant from Margate, New Jersey. And I know she's still there, although we haven't seen her yet. But we're going to have to take a road trip.
Okay.
I think.
So the opening scene at the Chicago car dealership was filmed at Star Ford in Glendale, California.
Now, would that explain why there were palm trees in Chicago?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I think I saw some.
Oh, really? Yikes, that's a major faux pas if they got those on camera. Yeah, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. But as of last year, the location is still there with the same buildings that were in the movie. However, Star Ford moved down the street, and the former Star Ford is now Glendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. The dealership is located 2 blocks north of Chevy Chase Drive.
I'm sorry, where is it located north of?
Chevy Chase Drive.
Interesting.
I have a feeling that happened after the movie, though. That's my guess.
I wonder if it's the same Chevy Chase that they're talking about.
It has to be, right?
It's gotta be.
Right?
Is there somebody else who's Chevy Chase and who's famous like that?
There's a town in Maryland called Chevy Chase.
Oh, they named a whole town
No.
after him? That's impressive.
No, they did not name the town after
sorry.
him. It was called Chevy Chase.
The 1700s,
Oh, my God.
you nitwit.
You are a goon. That's why I love you, though.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so that opening scene it just sets the tone for the entire movie.
Absolutely.
You know, they go there and, you know, you look at Chevy Chase, you know, the Clark Griswold character, and you think, this guy seems like he's got his act together. He's getting ready for the big family trip. But he is a buffoon. But he's lovable. He's lovable.
Yes.
So in preparation for their big road trip, they go to get a new car. That's when we first see the Wagon Queen family truckster.
Oh, yes.
And he's supposed to be getting the Antarctic Blue sports wagon with the optional Rally Fun Pack and CB or something, he says.
Yeah.
CB,
Oh,
remember those?
Those were fun.
Oh, man.
Those were fun.
Yeah, before cell phones, right?
We actually had one in the Winnebago when I was a kid.
You could
My
probably still
parents would
get one,
listen,
right?
And, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
That would definitely be fun
Yeah.
to have that. But yeah, the Wagon Queen family truckster is actually a modified Ford LTD Country Squire station wagon. And the funny thing is, later in the movie, Clark drives to the sporting goods store after leaving Wally World, the whole, debacle there.
Right.
And the truckster makes a hard left through a red light and nearly hits an actual Ford LTD Country Squire station wagon.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. They get back to the house after the stuff that goes on with the car.
Right.
And he pulls up in the car. He turns the car off, and it's still running.
Still rattling and rolling.
Yeah, it's like knocking and pinging, and it's a brand new car.
Yeah, and she says, "Why is it still running?" And he says, "All new cars do that."
All the cars do that. When he's sitting in the car, and then the airbag goes off, and it's like a hefty bag.
Yeah. It sounds like it's a cheap bag.
Then we kind of get a look at what the Griswold house is like before they go on the trip. I love when they're doing the dishes. And this is one of those things, it's one of those subtle things that if you're not paying attention, you can miss it real easily.
Yeah.
She's scraping the dishes, and then he's taking the dishes from her, wiping them with like a dish towel, and then putting them right in the cabinet. Like
Right.
they're not washed.
Right. They're supposed to be going in the dishwasher
Right.
after the scrape.
Right.
Which is right there.
Right. And it's open and everything.
Yeah, but he's putting them in the cabinet instead. And I love all the decor in the house. Very cute, very 80s. Did you know that the childhood pictures of Audrey on the living room wall were actual portfolio shots of Dana Barron? They were used when she was making commercials as a child actress.
I did not know that.
It's true.
Everybody in the family is wondering why they're not just flying to Wally World.
Right.
But half the fun is getting there,
Yeah. The whole idea of a road trip, people can look at in different ways, too. Because some people go, yeah, road trip, this is great. And some people say, road trip,
road
really?
trip?
Oh. And what I loved watching in the movie was the fact that, oh, here we go. Way back when, in the 80s, before there was...
You knew it was coming, folks.
I'm so old. Before there was iPads and the DVD monitors
Right.
and everything to keep everyone entertained in the car, what were the kids doing? In the back, did you notice? Not much.
Not much. Yeah, they were hitting each other.
Yeah. And she was putting the peanut butter cups on her teeth and smiling at him.
Right.
And Rusty's putting his feet up. And the mom is in the front seat. She's not doing anything except either napping or looking out the window.
Right.
I mean, that was it for a car ride back then.
If you were lucky, you had one of those road bingo games.
Oh, yeah, or the handheld Yahtzee.
Yeah, the road bingo was fun, though, because then you could, like, find stuff when you're driving along. Oh, I see, like a speed limit sign. And
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
was
to...
that a magnet thing, or?
I think it was just like a card, and you could slide a little thing over it or
Oh,
whatever.
nice. We got to get one for next week. That'd be fun.
Well, I don't know if I should be playing road bingo when I'm driving, though.
Well, you can watch. I'll slide. Exterior filming of the Griswolds on the road took the greater part of 3 months during production.
Wow.
Yeah. The production made its way across several states, including California, Arizona, Colorado, Missouri, and Illinois, which was actually filmed by a second unit.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Most of the principal photography actually took place in California. The cast did travel on location for scenes set in Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. And that's probably like, Dodge City and all that kind of stuff, the touristy stuff.
Yeah, I love the Dodge City scene. It's just so like
so
this little
funny.
tourist attraction. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So you know that everyone who's there has been on the road a long time.
Exactly.
And probably everyone's all in the same mindset and everything.
The whole thing, the whole exchange between him and the
Oh
bartender.
my God, that's just what I was going to say.
Yeah. I just love that. And then like when the bartender pulls out the shotgun. I'm okay.
Okay.
And
And then Audrey's pulling at her ear.
What?
What? Nice going, Clark. She's deaf. So
First,
funny.
that's funny because in Christmas Vacation, there's a callback to that joke.
Oh, with the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her eyes are frozen.
Yeah.
She'll see it later. So what's kind of cool is as the Griswolds are leaving Chicago, if you pay attention, you can see the Buckingham Fountain in the background. That fountain was actually pretty popular in Chicago's Grant Park and was used in the intro to the Fox series Married with Children a few years later.
Super cool.
Yeah. We got to talk about Beverly D'Angelo's character's side of the family.
They're nuts.
Oh, my God. So funny.
Now, Catherine is her cousin, right?
Yes. That's,
Okay.
that's how I understand it.
Okay. And then Aunt Edna is their aunt, correct? Because
Yes.
they both call her Aunt Edna.
Yes.
And then they have to get Edna from their house to her son's house?
Yes.
To their
in,
cousin's
in
house.
Phoenix.
Okay.
Okay, now that we've got all that figured out.
I feel better now.
So this is the first time we meet Cousin Eddie. So played by Randy Quaid, who's amazing. And he's
great.
And he's married to, like you said, Ellen's cousin
Right,
Catherine,
okay.
who's played by Miriam Flynn, who's great as well. Daisy Mabel, who's the one daughter that you really don't see. Like,
Yeah.
there's a quick shot of her. She's the one that's tongueless. Oh, she
Right.
was born without a tongue, Clark.
But she can...
She whistles like a bird and eats like a horse. That girl was actually played by director Harold Ramis's daughter, Violet,
And then there's Vicky.
who's played by Jane Krakowski.
Right. And she has a trophy or a ribbon.
Yes.
In her bedroom for best pig.
Yeah, a
at
pig
the fair,
raising
at
a
the state
pig,
fair
yeah.
or something. And Audrey says, "Don't you know it's not cool to be a farmer?" And that's when Vicky gets out the shoebox from underneath her bed.
Full of pot.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, though, with Vicky is the exchange. Well, there's two things. First, when she's stirring the Kool-Aid with her arm,
Oh, with her arm. Oh.
and Chevy Chase says to her, "Can I help you with that, Vicky? Please?"
Oh, ew.
But anyway, so then she's on a seesaw with Audrey.
Yeah, yeah.
And she goes, "I'm going steady, and I French kiss." And Audrey says, "So? Everybody does that." And then Vicky says, "Yeah, but Daddy says I'm the best at it."
Both of them with their 80s side ponytails.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, my gosh.
Forget about the fashion.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I
the
know.
Jordache jeans. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah, that's right. Those little
noticed that.
high rise with the
Yeah.
name on the pocket.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally we meet Aunt Edna.
She is played by the brilliant Imogene Coca.
Oh, so funny.
Who, by the way, originally turned down the part because she didn't think she could portray such a mean character. She was on Your Show of Shows with Sid Caesar.
Right.
And they really owned the airwaves with that. And they paved the way for a lot of shows like that. And she was really just known for her skill in live comedy. Definitely paving the way for people like, Carol Burnett, someone who I kind of really admire.
Kind of. She's like your favorite of all
Yeah.
time, right?
But the funny thing, I mean, everyone talked about Imogene Coca. She had the big eyes, the rubber face, and she
Right.
was just so wacky
Right.
and bold on stage. And then off stage, very shy, very gentle.
Very quiet.
Very quiet.
The exact opposite of the character of Aunt Edna.
Exactly. And even during the filming, she was often concerned that she was being too mean to her fellow cast members.
Aw. It's just acting. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the way she talks to Clark sometimes,
Oh,
too.
my God.
You're driving too fast. And
I
you
love-
should
I
be
love-
behind bars.
Am I going to eat or am I going to starve to death? That voice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, and then the thing with the with the fruitcake when Clark and Ellen said they gave her a fruitcake. Did you enjoy it? Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it. If you enjoyed throwing up and having diarrhea for 5 days or whatever she said,
Yeah.
something like that. Made me sick.
I think everybody has an Aunt Edna in their family, but no one wants to admit it.
I had a stepmother named Edna.
No,
Don't get me started on her, though.
Don't go there.
Speaking of, a really interesting thing about Imogene Coca that you never would know from watching the movie, but they believe that she actually had a stroke during the production of the movie. Harold Ramis said that they filmed a scene in the morning, and by that afternoon, she couldn't remember anything that they did.
Wow.
She ended up going to the hospital, and after getting out of the hospital, she and her husband worked together to relearn her lines and get her back on set to finish the movie.
That is what is known as a trooper. The
Yeah.
show must go on.
So, like you mentioned before, after they visit the cousins in Kansas, it's revealed that they want Clark and Ellen to take Edna with them on their trip across country,
Right.
to get to Phoenix to take her to her son.
Right. But not just Aunt Edna.
No, of course not. Of course, there has to be a curveball thrown.
Of course.
And who are we talking about?
Dinky.
Dinky.
Oh, man.
The most obnoxious dog ever.
Although on Christmas Vacation, they have that other dog who's the Alabama leg hound.
Yeah, Mississippi.
Mississippi leg hound.
Yeah.
Once he gets started, just let him finish.
You better let him finish. Hilarity ensues with the dog because he's like biting everybody in the legs, and he's just, mean dog and everything
I kept
else.
wondering what the heck did they have to put in everybody's pants legs to make the dog go after him like
so
that.
Funny. And then at one point they're getting the car loaded with the luggage, and Dinky's like kind of acting up, so Clark ties him to the bumper of the car, so you get the luggage put away.
Dinky.
And then he kind of forgets about him.
Yeah.
You don't see that.
You don't see it. Thank goodness, because I would hate that.
Yeah, until you get a little bit down the road and Clark gets pulled over by the cop played by James Keach. So the cop pulls him over and is like, "Was I speeding? Did I weave?" And he brings him to the back bumper and he shows him the leash attached to the back of the bumper. I mean, listen, we should probably, we're having a grand old time here laughing about this. We are probably the biggest animal lovers in the world.
Probably.
We love animals and, God
you
forbid
don't
that
mess
ever
with
happened.
The dog. However, Dinky.
But the way they handled it, it's just funny the way they did it.
It's horrible.
It's
and
terrible.
It's funny.
It's just dark humor.
Yeah. Well, very dark.
Very dark, yeah. You don't see anything.
No.
Just the empty leash.
Yeah.
And collar. But what's funny about it is how James Keach, he says, I had a pup just like this one. He probably followed you for a couple of miles until he got too tired. Or something like that. Oh, my God. So the funny thing about the scene is that they had a lot of blown takes because they just kept breaking up. They couldn't stop laughing. They couldn't hold it together. And if you watch, you can kind of see them in the scene, especially Chevy Chase biting his lips.
It seems like he's going to cry.
Yeah, he's really doing everything he can to keep himself from laughing in that scene.
Oh,
it's great.
Wow. There
Too
you
funny.
go. But Dinky isn't the only one who dies on the road trip.
Spoiler alert!
And if you haven't seen this movie, what the ham sandwich is wrong with you?
That's a callback to the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt
That's
reference
right.
before.
Because at a certain point, they go to wake up Aunt Edna.
To give her pill, right?
Yeah. And she's not waking up.
She's not waking up. Now, if you were driving in a car cross country with, an aunt that you're not crazy about, or anybody for that matter that you're not crazy about, and you're in the back seat with them and it's cramped, and then they up and die on you.
Right. And she's leaning
And
on
the dead body is all over you, and you don't realize she's dead.
Right.
Well, first of all, you probably would feel that, no?
I don't know.
How long does it take before the body cools off enough?
Not a rigor mortis specialist.
Holy shit, it's turning into an episode of Quincy. Quincy, wow, that's a really good reference.
That was a great show.
Everybody's going to get that reference,
oh,
Jason.
Yeah. Neither of the kids wants to share the back seat with a stiff.
No, of course not.
So
they decide to tie the body to the roof rack. And I love how Clark goes, well, she's what, about 115 pounds? Yeah, I don't, he's figuring it out. So they put Edna on the roof rack with a tarp, and they got her little handbag on her lap.
The bag. I love that bag.
If you think that's dark, it gets worse.
That's right, because in the original script, after Aunt Edna was tied to the roof of the car, there was a shot of her fingers moving, implying that she was, in fact, still alive. Ooh. Well, that was considered cruel by the ratings board, so that movement was cut.
Yeah, good call.
Probably a good thing.
It's actually funnier. The scene where they pull up to her son's house with her on the roof, and they get her down, and they're walking into the backyard, and Clark's got her draped over his shoulder.
It's pouring rain.
Yeah, pouring rain, and then, of course, the son's not home.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a scene where Clark ends up driving off the road, and he ends up jumping the family truckster. Like,
oh, right, with the road closed sign that just
the road closed
creeps
sign.
up on them.
Exactly. So in the DVD commentary, Harold Ramis said for the scene where they jump the family truckster, several of the crew members had made bets against second unit director Dick Zeiker that he couldn't jump the car more than 50 feet. They even drew a line in the sand, literally, to measure the distance. And Zeiker ended up winning the bet. He jumped the car more than 50 feet, and the bet is actually referenced in the movie. Rusty says to Clark, "Gee, Dad, you must have jumped this thing about 50 yards.
Nice.
And then the best part, Clark looks around and goes, 50 yards. So proud of himself.
Yeah. That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, so there's a reoccurring theme with a beautiful blonde in a Ferrari.
Oh, right, the Ferrari girl.
Yeah.
We didn't never even find out her name or
No,
anything about
they never
her.
say. They never
Is
say.
she just the Ferrari girl?
She's just Ferrari girl.
Wow.
Yeah. Played by.
Christy Brinkley.
Yep.
Adorable. And you know what? I have to admit, I'm looking at her in this movie going, oh, she was cute. But you know what? I think she's even prettier now. Is that possible?
She looks amazing. She's 60 now, I think. She looks almost exactly the same. She's aged very well.
How do you do it, Christy?
She uses the Total Gym workout.
Oh, that's right.
With Chuck Norris.
That's right. Chuck Norris and his trimmed beard and...
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything about Chuck
Yeah,
Norris.
you better not, because he'll jump right through that microphone.
That's
He
right.
could do it.
He would.
So originally, the producers wanted Christy Brinkley to be naked in the film.
Oh, for the swimming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just in general, they wanted to have a nude scene with her.
Well, who wouldn't?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Beverly D'Angelo shows her breasts a couple of times.
Yeah.
Christy Brinkley refused to be naked, and
look at
they did
that.
come up with a compromise. She strips down to her bra and panties and jumps into the pool with Clark.
Right.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
And then she's in the water going, well, you going to go for it?
Oh, man. There were actually a couple of scenes improvised in the film. One of them included Christy Brinkley. There's a scene where Clark is doing a little dance with the sandwiches from the picnic basket.
Oh, yeah. He like
Where he's-
spreads
where
it
he's-
open and closes it again.
Yeah, where he's flirting with Christy Brinkley.
Yeah, nothing makes you nothing
Makes you all hot
a
and
chick
bothered.
magnet more than a bologna sandwich being danced around.
That's right. So that scene, Clark does the eulogy for Aunt Edna. That's completely improvised.
Oh, nice.
There's a scene right after they jump the family truckster, and so Clark's having a talk, man-to-man talk with Rusty.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take care of your mom and sister and Aunt Edna, and I'm gonna go try and find help. And I want to share a beer with you, son, because that's what my dad did with me, and it really made me feel great. And then Rusty chugs the beer, totally chugs the beer. Actually, Anthony Michael Hall said that the can that he chugs from was empty.
Oh, wow.
I guess they can't have a kid drinking beer even in the movies.
Probably not. It looked pretty realistic,
Yeah,
though.
he was a good actor. I
Well,
guess.
there you go.
Yeah, so all that stuff was improvised. Pretty
Oh, cool.
So one quick casting note. Kim Cattrall was the original choice to play Ellen Griswold, which is very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, she, of course, was in Sex and the City and Police Academy and Porky's. I was trying to find out why they ended up going with Beverly D'Angelo, if it was just a contract thing or whatever. But I think she would have been good.
Yeah.
But there's a really good chemistry between Chevy Chase and Beverly
Yeah.
D'Angelo. I mean, they did all the movies together.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And I think they both make an appearance in this new Vacation movie as
Oh,
well.
cool.
So,
I love the way she calls him Sparky.
yeah.
You got to figure there's some kind of a story behind that.
They probably have something between them that they
Yeah,
came up
yeah,
with,
yeah.
right, as actors. So, of course, the film culminates with them getting to California. The whole point of this road trip is for them to get to California to go to Wally World.
Oh, yeah.
Now, originally, the script called for Disneyland to be the destination,
Well,
but
okay, that makes sense.
Disney objected because they say that they're open 365 days a year and there's never a mishap.
Okay.
Which, spoiler alert, there is a mishap in this movie when they get to Wally World after this hellish trip across country, and you see this gigantic parking lot. It's empty. All right.
Yeah. That's your first clue.
Okay. Now, well, they're like, oh, we get here early enough. We get there before the traffic gets there. The parking lot was actually the parking lot of the Santa Anita racetrack. And according to Harold Ramis, when he was filming Clark and Rusty's foot race on the parking lot, Chariots of Fire. The temperature outside was 105 degrees, the pavement 130 degrees. So you can imagine
Wow.
how hot it was doing that scene. And in the movies, they don't just shoot it once.
Oh, man.
They don't just, do one shot and it's done. I mean, they do
Hydrate
multiple
people.
takes trying to get different angles and this and that. So that probably was pretty grueling.
That's brutal. I remember the time that I drove to California millions of years ago to make my way as a famous Hollywood person, which didn't work out. So here I am in Jersey. Anyway, I remember driving in California, and our first stop in California was in Needles,
Okay.
which, fun fact for you, is where Snoopy's brother Spike is from in
Oh.
Peanuts.
I was not aware of that.
Anyway, it was
Anyway.
super hot. It was September, but it was super hot. And I remember getting out of the truck, walking across the parking lot to the ladies' room at the gas station, and my flip-flops were like sticking to
Oh,
the tar because the tar was so hot.
Oh, man.
It was...
I thought you meant your flip-flops were like melting to the
That's
pavement.
what it felt like, yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, that's hot.
Yikes. So all of the distant shots of Wally World, including the sign that the family truckster drives under, were actually matte paintings
Amazing.
because it was a racetrack
Yeah.
parking lot.
Can't tell.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty amazing. And you watch, and I was looking at it to see if you can have any indication, and it's great. It's really cool. The theme park that served as Wally World was actually Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California.
Ah.
Yeah, this is a pretty famous park and actually served as the backdrop for another classic movie.
Yes, one of my favorites.
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Oh, yeah.
Originally aired as the movie of the week on NBC in 1978. And
yeah, that's
a great bit of cheesy fun.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, that screen fact dedicated to my man Blazer. So originally, they shot a completely different ending to National Lampoon's Vacation. Originally, the Griswold family, after seeing that Wally World is closed, they go to the Hollywood house of Roy Wally, who, is the man behind Wally World.
Right. Eddie Bracken. I love him.
And he's kind of a combination of two Disney guys, Walt Disney and Roy Disney.
Yeah, Roy Wally.
Yeah.
Walt.
Oh, I never put that together. Look at what just happened. That was great. Oh, high five.
Ow.
That was phenomenal.
Awesome.
I never put that together.
Me neither.
Yeah, but Roy Disney, and Wally is a nickname for Walt, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
My mind has been blown.
Yeah, I mean, I always made the connection that he looked like Walt Disney a little bit with the pencil mustache and the whole thing, but I never made the Disney connection like that with the name. That's awesome.
Wow.
So originally, the ending was going to be that they go to his house and Clark gets the BB gun and he points it at Wally and he forces him to, and his business associates to sing and dance Wally World theme songs before the police arrive to arrest Clark.
Okay.
The girl in the Ferrari, Christy Brinkley, turns out to be Wally's daughter.
Aha.
And she convinces him not to press charges against Clark. On the plane ride home, the Griswolds realize that they're on the wrong flight. Clark snaps, he hijacks the plane.
Oh, my.
That whole thing, test audiences hated it.
Oh, I could imagine.
And rightly so, because you go on this road trip with them for an hour and a half, and then they're flying home, and it's...
What?
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
So they shot a new ending with John Candy that you see in the film.
So John Candy came in for 2 weeks?
Yes.
And was paid $1 million?
Yeah, nice work if you can get it, huh?
I'll say.
The great thing about them doing the new ending was that they had to do it 4 months after the original production. But what ended up happening was that Anthony Michael Hall had a growth spurt in that period of time. Look, he's a teenager, right?
That's right. So is he taller than his mom at that point?
He grows like 3 inches taller than Beverly D'Angelo. And it's something that, again, if you didn't hear us talking about it or if you didn't read it, you probably don't notice it.
You might not really notice.
His voice is still the same. He's
Yeah,
not, his voice hasn't really changed. But when you hear this and then you go back and watch it, you go, oh my God.
Right. I thought he was just standing on a curb.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's pretty funny though.
Those kids, they grow up so fast. I was thinking when they were doing the roller coaster scenes, I mean, I'm sure the actors knew what they were getting themselves into. They read the script, they knew.
Right.
But could they really imagine what it was going to be like to be on a roller coaster?
Actually, the original script, they probably weren't on the roller coaster.
Oh, that's right.
Because the original ending was the park was closed. They go to Roy Wally's house.
Yeah, because I was watching this thinking, if I were the actress, let's just say playing Audrey, you would have had to medicate me heavily to get me on those roller coasters because I do not like roller coasters.
As it turned out, they did have to medicate her pretty heavily. She mentions in the commentary that she got sick from them and had to take motion sickness pills. And she would pass out on the benches between takes.
Yeah. Well, you'd have to give me tranquilizers.
Oh,
or something.
That probably would be a whole different movie then.
Yeah, maybe. Weekend at Bernie's on the roller coaster.
Yeah, and like the looks of terror on their faces, especially Anthony Michael Hall, that's real. It's the real deal on those roller coasters.
Yeah. So, I mean, whatever else happened in the movie that you thought was rough.
That was really rough in real life for those guys.
Stop. Take it back. We have to shoot that again. No.
So this is really a great movie. We have not seen the reboot that's in theaters now with Ed Helms and Christina Applegate. I do want to see it because I have a feeling, it'll be funny. My advice is to go into that movie if you plan on seeing it, not comparing it to any prior vacation movies.
I think you'd have to. Don't compare. I mean, who would be wandering around in a desert? Wouldn't they just get... Nowadays, you'd get on your cell phone, call AAA.
Of course. Yeah, no, I mean, it's not going to be the same thing. It's going to be, different kind of mishaps. But
there's just something so great about the classic road trip. Like the bench seat in the front that she could keep sliding over and just rest her head on his shoulder.
That
I remember
exist.
Our station wagon had that when I was a kid.
Yep.
And what was your seatbelt? Your mom putting her arm across you. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, no longer. Definitely.
Here's my old lady talk again.
Hey, anytime we talk about a movie from the 80s, we have to say it at least once. It's a different world now.
That's right.
Absolutely. But I'm looking forward to seeing the new Vacation movie at some point. I'm curious.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to our vacation.
And that's a good time to remind people that, again, don't forget, next week we will not have a podcast, but we will return with a brand new podcast on Wednesday, August 26th. So mark it on your calendar, remember, and maybe revisit one of the other episodes that we've done. I think they're fun.
I do too.
And if you have any thoughts or screen facts of your own about National Lampoon's Vacation, please join the conversation. Email us, screenfacts@yahoo.com. You can also tweet me at Jason Davis Voice. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Jason Davis Voiceover. I also ask you to please rate, comment, and subscribe on iTunes. Tell your family and friends about this podcast. Get the word out. Help us spread the word. Post links on Facebook, Twitter, whatever other social media you use.
Smoke signals, anything.
Email, whatever you got to do. Shout it from the rooftops.
Paper airplanes.
Screen Facts with Jason Davis is a great podcast. It's a lot of fun. Check it out.
Hire an airplane with a banner behind it.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You can... Gee, we haven't thought of any of those things.
Yeah.
You can also check out on my website, jasondavisvoice.com/podcast. Get more info about Screen Facts t-shirts and all of the different places that you can download and listen. Check it out at jasondavisvoice.com/podcast. Thank you for listening. Honey, thank you again for doing the podcast with me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, please. I love doing this with you. You know
This is
that.
so much fun.
Yeah, so we'll have to do another one again real soon.
Okay.
So again, don't forget, next Wednesday, no new podcast. We will be back again Wednesday, August 26th with a brand new episode, The Blazer Returns.
Nice.
Definitely check that out. Enjoy past episodes in the meantime of Screen Facts with Jason Davis. Thanks a lot. Bye.